Hi friends, this is Mrs. Ragona, and I want to thank you for registering for this Earth Day Take and Make craft kit. It's just a simple craft that helps us think about Earth Day and recycling. Just taking a metal tin can that everybody has at home, instead of putting it in the garbage, taking it out of the garbage and painting it, decorating it, and turning it into a really fun little drum using the supplies in this kit. So before we get started, we'll just let you know what's inside the kit. There are also paper instructions. You don't have to follow the video if you don't want to. But what we've included in the kit is just a metal can, and a container of green paint. If you have other paint at home, feel free to use that. One balloon and a paintbrush, a sponge paintbrush. The only thing you're going to need is a pair of scissors. If you happen to have ribbon or washi tape that you have at home that you don't want, I included some washi tape for you, but if you don't want to use that, feel free to use what you have at home. But we are going to, or just even Scotch tape. I'm going to be using Scotch tape. We're going to use this at the very end. This is one of the last steps when we apply the balloon, just to seal it at the top. You're going to need some tape or some ribbon, something to seal the balloon to the can, and also just to make it look pretty and to decorate it. Okay, so those are the ingredients, and let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do, and the step that's going to take the most amount of time, is painting your can. So I've included a container of green paint. If you happen to have other paint at home and you don't want it to be green, go ahead and use that. But I'm going to get started. We're going to paint this. You want to cover the entire can with paint. If not green, then some other color you have from home. So I'm going to take my paintbrush and the container of paint, and I'm just going to start painting. I'm covering the tin can. I'm just going to use a can, and we're just going to apply it. Okay? Okay, we're just going to keep doing this until the whole can is covered in green. Okay, I just wanted to show you how I'm holding the can, and I'm just using the paintbrush, and I'm just turning the can as I paint it. Okay, trying to keeping the mess contained as much as possible. And that's all. I'm just kind of rolling the can with my arm and painting. That's why I like these sponge brushes. It makes it a little easier for this type of paint project. It makes it a little less messy than it could be if we use a different type of paintbrush. Okay, all right, so we're going to keep doing it. It's getting green, it's getting darker. Okay, we're going to keep covering this can. Okay, I just want to show you, for the most part, I'm almost done. I just need to get the edges, so I just literally put the can over my hand and just paint away, paint the edges. Again, trying to just contain the mess and not get paint on myself or any other surface. All right, but we're almost there, and I just keep applying the paint as it gets darker. And we're all done. We're going to let it dry. Okay, so for the purposes of the video and to show you what to do, I've pretty much finished painting. You can certainly continue painting if you're at home, but I'm now going to let this dry. I'm actually going to take the can outside since it's such a nice day outside, and you want it to be completely dry before we move on to the next steps. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our next step. I previously showed you how to paint your can if you decide to paint it with the paint that's included in your kit. Just make sure that the paint is completely dry before we move on to this step, which is stretching the balloon over the open part of the can. Okay, so you just need a pair of scissors. Okay, I cut the balloon. I just cut it pretty much at the part where it starts to get wide. Okay, this is about how much I cut off. But you can just judge it. You might need a grown-up's help for this part because it's going to be a tight fit. Okay, so you're going to just take the part of the balloon, and you're going to start stretching it. Okay, and it's going to be a tight fit. Okay, and you're just going to stretch it. Alright, so I'm going to start stretching it. Alright, you can see I'm stretching over here. Okay, it's a tight fit, so like I said, you might need your grown-ups' help. Okay, so let's get started with that step. Okay, and I was able to stretch it over. I didn't get any much, just a tiny air bubble, but that's okay. Okay, and if you would like to, I'm just going to, with the washi tape, if you happen to have just regular tape, I'm just going to take the washi tape and seal, just put it at the edge of where the balloon meets the can, just to kind of, for decoration and to seal the balloon so it stays in place. Okay, so it looks like that. Okay, and you're all set. You have your Earth Day drums. And I have some pencils, but I'm gonna, these are my drumsticks. And happy Earth Day. Have fun. Have fun. I hope you guys enjoy making this craft.